Hi everyone, welcome back to the vlog and progress update after the cadence run this late Friday afternoon. So how was it? Well, awful. So what made it awful? Well, first half mile warm-up wasn't too bad. It was alright. A little bit clunky, but not too bad. Then the mile cadence drill, which was 181 to 191 I think steps per minute, was just awful really. Just loads of belly breathing, really big belly gulps. So I don't know what I would have sounded like to anybody I was passing, probably like a herniated locomotive or something like that from the 1900s, and it was difficult because of that. So I did have to slow down and just walk to catch my breath on a couple of points around the course, so that got my average down. So was it successful cadence drill at maintaining that for the full mile? No, probably about 80% success, something like that, so maybe that's good enough. But breathing definitely a challenge at that pace at the moment, so something to have a think about. My scuba diving days would not be impressed with that amount of air wastage, shall we say. So you'll probably notice the videos a bit stop-starting, just other people obviously out enjoying the park, so just pausing to let them go by while they're walking their dogs or other things. It's a nice evening in the park this evening, so why not enjoy it. So where was I? So a lot of poor breathing really, not the best. So it was only a short run today, so like I say, just a 2 mile base drill. Tomorrow I should be doing a negative run split on Saturday. So the plan is for Saturday for me to get up, and then I'll probably do sort of 3 miles or 3.5 miles round the park, which should then tick off the easy segment of that run, and then I'll join the main road and run down towards Trentham Gardens, which should be pretty much 3 miles, maybe just under, but I've got a few plans of places I can duck into to burn some extra yards if I need to make it up to the full before getting into Trentham Gardens, and probably avoiding most of the road traffic so I don't have to stop and start too much. And then once I've done my run, it'll be a quick change in the back of the car. Then there's a sort of Christmas makers market on, so I'll probably have a troll around that after some breakfast for tomorrow morning is the plan. I think the plan's going to be do that tomorrow morning. Then Sunday should be a shortish run, so I think what I'll do is I'll defer posting this update on Friday, as I was sort of planning to do, because it's only going to be quite short anyway. It's only 3 minutes or so, probably not much to report. A weigh-in on Thursday was done, so that was up 0.2 grams, so not a huge increase, but I'd preferred it to go the other way, so still need to do a bit of work on that. But gym session yesterday was good, so I've got my plan for the next few weeks to carry me over on Christmas there. So negative run tomorrow, and then a short run on Sunday. So I'll probably try and post up after the runs tomorrow, and maybe sort of add a bit of footage of the Makers Market for some local colour as well, to make the vlog a little bit more interesting. So that'll be the plan. And then probably Saturday afternoon will be a bit of a flake out, see how the legs hold up to that. So thanks for watching. As per always, that's the latest plan and latest updates. I'll catch you then on Saturday afternoon with the second part of this vlog. Thanks a lot. Bye. So hello everyone, you join me at the end of my Sunday tired legs run, which in Garmin speak is a short negative split run on tired legs. So 1.5 miles easy, 3/4 mile, quarter mile faster pace. So delay in posting. I know you won't be able to see me awfully well, but at least my high vis will show up in this current darkness. So last update was for Friday. Saturday, yes, I did down to local gardens. How was it? Not bad. It was all right till about 5 miles in. Luckily I just about managed to time the route pretty well, so the 3.5 mile easy portion of the negative split run I happened to make finish just at the top of the hill, which then meant I had a slow steady incline for the remaining miles. So that was a master stroke, more an idea than an exact plan, but it worked out, so I'll take that. It's about 4.5 miles, not too bad at all. I'm misting up, so I can't see how much you can see, so let me get those off and do that. yeah, so it was alright till about 4.5 miles. Then started a little bit more walking involved where I could maintain pace. It was left leg again, niggling more than anything else, and I'm still getting some grief my left shoulder as well, which doesn't always help, but it doesn't affect me too much with running, other than just every now and again if I'm running and I sort of swing my arm round probably a little bit too much in front of my body, it gets a twinge and just distracts you a little bit more than anything else. So it's a niggle and a bit of grief more than anything else. So deep eating of cold spray is keeping it manageable. It's not stopping me from doing anything, so I can't complain too. So yeah, I also didn't take any footage of the makers. It was a little bit smaller than I was expecting, to be honest, and all around the stuff that was on the market was sort of cakes and sweets and stuff. There wasn't really a lot Christmassy, unless of course your Christmas involves chocolate and like that, so I didn't worry about it too much. And also by that time, to be honest, after Finnegative split run, it was a big job just sort of concentrate, just keep walking and not let much get on top of the niggles. So all in all, it wasn't a bad run. I did it, like I say, there's far more walking in it than I would have liked, but the challenge that it was, I thought it went all right. And then today's run, just for that, so it's twilight here in the park, so I think the camera's doing a pretty decent job of picking up the ducks and the swans on the park, so I'll leave you with that image. Yeah, finish that. How was it? Pretty much the same. The easy part wasn't too bad, although the legs were of course tired, but again, as I start to pick up the pace, maintaining the pace and maintaining breath is a challenge at the moment, so the walks help with that a little bit. So run, walk at pace, but the idea is a bit like it was yesterday. If I can run at pace, I will run at pace. Until I can't, then I'll stop, take a moment and then kick off again. So rather than sort of keep going at a slower pace, I'll slow to a walk and then try pace again, just to sort of see how it does. My breathing was a little better than it was or felt on Friday. That sounds particularly good, even with my plane. But I think talking it through earlier on today, maybe I just need to get some swimming lengths in the pool again, just to sort of see if I can get breathing back under rhythm more than anything else. So might try that in the new year. Like I say, fit anything else in around this time of year might be difficult. Which takes us into plan for next week. So I've got a training plan to do, and I'll have whatever my Garmin plan says to do, and then of course there's Christmas tiffin and around that, so I may have to pay it a little bit fast and loose and sit down and do some rescheduling. So I think the plan will be, all being well tomorrow, get up and go to the gym early, get my weight session done slightly earlier in the part of that. I might have to go out for a run late tomorrow afternoon, just a sort of easy run as part of the Garmin plan. If that's still on there, I might have to move that around to Monday afternoon, and then schedule all the other things around sort of prepping for Christmas that we've got to do. So I'll post the plan when I know what it is up here in the corner, somewhere, probably the ducks that you can see swimming past. So like I said, I'll try and get 2 sessions in the gym next week, and then what I can around the Garmin training plan without beating myself up too much about it for next week. I'll say Nick will be the tricky week with it being Christmas. There's also on Christmas Day, so whether or not I'll be able to fit a training run in and around that, I'm hoping I'll find one that will sort of fit into that miles, which will make life a bit easier. And then there'll be a park run again on the Saturday, so I might defer one of my training runs into that and find something that fits in a reasonable 3 mile, and then we'll see what Christmas brings. So that's the plan as it is evening, and where everything is. So that brings you sort of fully up to date with everything, all my niggles, complaints and issues. Yeah, and part of that now, so I'll keep it going that way. So I'll head off for a trot back home through the park. It's on the far side of the park, as you can see, down by the pond at the moment. It definitely works better with a bit of a zoom. Let's get light refraction off the thing. So yeah, so and that's done for this week. I'll get this edited and posted up for you all, and if there's anything you've got as or suggestions, please put them in the comments. Any ideas? I would say must be getting up to the 50% point of the training plan now, so once I hit that, obviously then it starts to get a little bit more serious, but starting to see some improvements. Just still seems a long way, but keep the faith, trust the process, and try not to do much damage to myself over Christmas. So that'll be the plan. So I'm not quite sure when you'll get the next update. Like I say, I'm not quite sure what the plan will look like, and some of them might be a bit short while I work around Christmas, but I'll put up when I can. If you haven't already, if you hit the notification icon, YouTube will generously tell you when I do post a video up. Otherwise, check in when you, as I'm sure you'll all be busy with Christmas as well. So I'll speak to you all again soon. In the meantime, take care and stay well.